The Nice Guys. I actually reviewed The Nice Guys when it came out. I can't believe it's been 7 years. 7 fucking years. What has happened to time, man? And you know what? I'm going to quickly just see if I can bring up my review. I'm intrigued to see what my rating was like. I'm going to take the piss out of myself here. Absolutely take the piss right out of myself by going back and just looking at my writing and seeing if I thought I was a bit of a fucking writer or whether I was actually pretty decent or shit. I don't know. We're going to find out in a moment. I'm going to search it up. If there's a search bar, you can tell I'm on our website a lot. A hell of a lot. Wish Stephen was here, he could tell me if there's a search bar. The Movie Burner blog. There's a blast from the past. The Movie Burner blog. It's not going to happen, is it? It's not going to happen. I reviewed it though. I really enjoyed the film. I thought it was fucking great. Really, really well implemented mismatch buddy kind of movie. Two very unlikely co-stars in Russell Crowe and Ryan Gosling. Two guys you wouldn't expect to bounce off of each other. I don't know why, because they're both phenomenal actors in their own right, but very different actors from different walks of life. I want to say Ryan Gosling's a bit of a pretty boy. He's quite funny. He is a phenomenal actor. We've seen that in Drive, I think it was, or Driver. And obviously Barbie as Ken recently. He's done a lot of different kind of movies. Played Kay, I think it was anyway, in Blade Runner 2049. He's a fucking great actor, don't get me wrong. But Russell Crowe traditionally has been Academy Award winning calibre actor, real drama based actor, stuffy series kind of guy. So you can imagine my surprise when I watch a period crime mix matched sort of buddy movie and he is cracking jokes and he's part of this sort of comedic duo, unconscious comedians. Just a really well put together movie. Shane Black, I'm going to bring it up just now. Really, really enjoyable. Love the soundtrack. I think with a bit of Earth, Wind and Fire, September in there. There was a glorious moment where they went to a house party and they were dancing about and it was disco. People were fucking rolling off of balconies. They were apprehending potential killers, whatever, behind trees. That's my memory. It's hazy. Just a really good movie, man. I've been aware of this movie for years. It seems now that it's recently gained some awareness in the greater film fandom though, and people they've rediscovered it, they've been watching it, they've enjoyed it, and are now demanding a sequel. What more do you want? Look at this. This guy's got a handlebar moustache going on nearly. Soul patch. Look at the suit. Immaculate. Russell's kicking about with a baby blue leather jacket. He's the stuffy one. He's just the sort of kind of, I don't want to call him an idiot in it, but he's a little bit goofy. But they just work beautifully, as they always do in these kind of movies. It's two kind of characters, different characters, smashed together, strange bedfellows, and the magic sort of ensues thereafter. But yeah, man, it's been trending on X. X. Not Twitter anymore. X. Synesthetic. We'll start with them. Nice Guys, Shane Black, 2016. Blows my fucking mind, as I say, 7 years ago. Quickest 7 years of my life. Prashant Singh says, my absolute favourite movie. Watched it more than 50 times. Chemistry between Ryan and Russell is at its peak. One of the sweetest father-daughter, forgot about that, bonds between Angourie Rice and Ryan Gosling. It's a travesty that this movie didn't get a sequel. I'm going to get into that in a moment. Some movies are better left untouched. We don't have to make a franchise, a trilogy out of every single brilliant original story that pops up in Hollywood. I know there's a real dearth of original stories in Hollywood. There is a real lack of innovation. There's remakes, there's quasi-sequels. Everything has to have established box office before it gets greenlit with these studios. But when we do get little nuggets like Jojo Rabbit, things like that from Taika, you don't have to get a sequel. Not always. Self-contained sometimes is better. Imagine Dragons hate account. Okay. There are exactly 2 movies that I've seen Ryan Gosling in where he looks like he loved filming every single second of it, and that's The Nice Guys and Barbie. I don't know, I think he looked as though he loved filming every single second of that Driver movie as well, because my lord, he had a tremendous velvety shiny bomber jacket on And it was just fucking crazy. The second half of that movie was unbelievable gore. Brilliant. He looked as though he had a ball. He looks as though he has a ball at life, Ryan. Even eating. He was on Lads Bible doing UK versus US snacks with his Gucci fucking jacket on. He was eating like he was Count Dracula. This guy just wins at life. Everything he does, he wins at life. The man is perpetually jacked. He's got a 6-pack all year long, probably an 8-pack. Chiseled, 6 foot plus, blonde haired, blue eyed, good looking Hollywood actor, rich, can pull any woman on the planet. This guy has fucking everything. Why would you not be happy waking up every single second as Ryan Gosling? And I'm sure he does. Joshua Rivera, very happy we as global citizens are coming around on the nice guys. Maybe we can will this sequel into existence. What do you mean coming round, mate? I watched this 7 fucking years ago. I was shouting to the rooftops 7 years ago that the people like me exist. We've seen this movie when it came out. We've seen the trailers. We watched it. We were blown away by it. We loved it. Now you motherfuckers want to jump on the train 7 years later and start shouting about sequels. Jokes aside though, man, it was a shit joke, I know. It's a wondrous movie. It really is. It's a brilliant mismatched body movie. One of the best crime mismatched body movies I've ever seen. I've seen a whole lot. It just had everything. It was exquisitely fucking crafted. Shane Black at his absolute best. Those two were brilliant together. Unlikely. Brilliant chemistry. The relationship that nobody wanted, but we got anyway and we loved it. I personally would like to see it just remaining as a self-contained story. We don't need a sequel. I know the fans are calling for it now, but what can you take from that original story and do better in a sequel? I just can't see anything other than diminished returns from a second Nice Guys movie. You had that perfect father and daughter relationship. You had the mismatched buddy stuff going on. Even the finer details in the story, you just can't replicate that 7 years later and do it better for me. So I would rather to keep it on its own, keep it as a brilliant little nugget that people can find and continue finding as the years go by, and they do go by quicker and quicker. Yeah, just leave it at that. These guys are busy. They'll do something. I mean, I think Russell's currently doing a fucking Gladiator sequel, which kind of proves my point. How's that going to work? Is he even in it? Did he not die? I don't know. Fuck it. Let's move on.